Hi there, 4-Hers and friends. It's Rachel here, and welcome to College and Career Readiness Week. So today we're going to be looking at how to build a great resume. I will say you might think that you are too young to have to worry about a resume right now, but it is good to start working on your resume, especially in high school. If you want to get a job in high school, or if you want to just have it ready for scholarship applications. I don't know how many times I've gotten asked to write a letter of recommendation, and I always ask for their resume because I want to see what accomplishments they've done. I want to see everything that they are in organization-wise, so I can really make it sound like they should be running for president. Make them sound the best that I can make them sound. So we're gonna get started here. I have my mock resume, and then my checklist, 9 steps to rock your resume. So what do you think should be the biggest item on your resume? What should have the largest text? If you said name, you would be correct. So that is the first thing on my checklist, is to have your name. So you want your name to be up top. And I will say you can look, there are a ton of different outlines for resumes on Publisher, on Word. You can find them online. So find one that kind of fits you. You do want to keep in mind that when you are doing a resume, you don't want it to have too much white space, but you don't want it to look too cluttered either. So we're just going to go through some simple steps on how to do this. So I'm going to start with my name. So Rachel Hazen, there's my name. So I'm going to check that off my list. All right, next thing that you want to do is you can put an objective. I have that on here, and I have it with a question mark. So an objective is like a one-liner that kind of tells about you. So I could put something about how I'm a lifelong learner. So I'm not going to put that on here just to save space, but really think about creating that objective that helps people really get to know you right off the bat. So we've talked about it, so I'm going to cross it off. Next thing is you want to put your address and your email and a phone number, all right? So if I were to do that here, I could put it over here if I wanted to. I could put it underneath and block it off, but we're just going to put it up here for now. So if I were to put my office address, I would put 901 Illinois Ave, Waterloo, and then obviously fill that out with the rest of your address. Then you're going to want to put your phone number. So if I were to put my office phone number, 618-939-3434, and then I'm going to want to put my email, hazen2@illinois.edu. And like I said, we're just going through the steps of how to really make this great. Where all of these items go is going to depend on what format or what outline you use. So we've got our address, phone number, and email. Next thing, so there's a lot of controversy around where to put work experience, where to put education, and so forth. I'm going to tell you where I have always learned to put it, especially throughout college and beyond. So I always say that if you're in high school or college, and even me being a young professional, put your education first. They want to see when you're going to graduate. They want to see what your GPA is. So you're going to put a heading, education, and then if it were me, I would put University of Illinois with my master's, and then I would put my bachelor's underneath it. But for someone that's in high school, you're going to want to put your high school here, and then you're going to want to do some dots, and then you're going to want to put your GPA. Now you want your GPA to be, if it's say a 3.94 out of a 4 scale, you want to put 3.94 out of 4.00. You want to make sure that your decimal places match, all right? And then you can put GPA. You're also going to want to put on here, just below it, Anticipated, if you are graduating, say in 2022, you're going to want to put anticipated graduation 5 of 2022. So just saying that you are anticipating to graduate in May of 2022. All right? So work experience or jobs, that's what I'm going to say that you want to put next, especially if you were trying to get a job. They want to see if you have any work experience, and maybe you don't. That's okay, right? But you can use a lot of things under work experience. So if you have ever babysat, if you have ever mowed lawns for money, so let's look at one of those. So let's say that you babysit, all right? So we're going to put work experience. And then you're going to want to put babysitting. And under that work experience, you're going to want to put at least 2 things that you did or that you had responsibilities while babysitting. And I will say, when you are doing this, you want to put verbs that match with that work experience. So if I were to say, if I were still currently babysitting, I wouldn't want to say met all the child's needs. I would say I meet all the child's needs. But let's not stop there. You want to use action verbs. So if I wasn't still babysitting, and you would also put here, after babysitting, you would want to put that you babysat from, say, May of 2019 to May of 2020. And then, so if I wasn't still babysitting, I would want to use action verbs. So verbs that really bring action to that job, and it's not just boring, right? So these are where you would want to put something along the lines of, I love the verb spearheaded. So spearheaded a new hands-on approach to get the children learning. And then you want to put a second one. You don't want to just leave one. And you can do several. Just do it for how it makes it look and how it makes it feel and how it makes it flow. All right? So next, you're going to want to put clubs, activities, or projects. So clubs that would make it look like you are going out and trying to make the best, learning teamwork. So in projects could be if you are, say, a Eagle Scout or a Girl Scout or in 4-H, a project that maybe aligns with the job that you are applying for. So let's just put, it also says activities. So if you were big into sports, put that on there. If you were a team captain, obviously put that on there. All right, so let's look at clubs. So you could put on here National Honor Society, and then you could put when you were inducted. So say you were inducted 04 of 2019, and if you were still a part of it, then put present. And then below it, you can also, if you have room, you can give a little synopsis or an update of what you're doing in National Honor Society. You can also put that you are a club member. In my high school, we didn't have officers for NHS, but maybe you're an officer. Definitely put that down. All right? But like I said, try and put down as many clubs, activities, projects that you're working on. But if you don't have enough room, really stick with the ones that are going to showcase who you are as a leader, as a worker, as a team player. And you want to really make it, you really want to make sure that you put the ones on there that show that you are interested in this position because of something. So if you wanted to apply to a bakery, and you have taken a 4-H food science project or food nutrition project, you would want to put that on here. So it shows that you have some background in that area. Next, a big one, achievements, awards, or honors. Maybe you don't have any, that's okay. But this could even go down as much as you could even put on there that you have perfect attendance. You know how good that looks to employers? They know that you show up, and you show up on time. So this could be anything from, say, an Illinois Scholar to saying perfect attendance. Try and have something on there that talks about your achievements, awards, or honors. Even if it's just one, that's okay. Now, I will say if you start running out of room and you don't have very many in this category, it is okay to get rid of it. But I would say put it on there. You want to showcase yourself. Resumes are literally showing people, look at how awesome I am. So what do you think is next? What do you think would go next on our resume? We have quite a few things here. Education, work experience, clubs, achievements. What do you think would go next? So you're going to want to put your skills next. And for skills, you're going to want to list technical skills. You're going to want to list social or soft skills. Or you're going to want to list skills that set you apart. So I'm saying fast learner. You could say something along the lines of adaptive. Or you could also say something along the lines of maybe you have taken a language. So putting something on there like, I know personally I put on mine that I'm conversational in Spanish because I had taken Spanish since I was in kindergarten. And I have basic proficiency in German because I took that in college. So maybe that's something that you want to put as a skill. I would also put down that you have computer skills. There's a whole generation of people that have a hard time using computers. It's not just as simple as you think it is, so put it down. So maybe you put down computer skills or adaptive. All right, last but not least, if you have room, go ahead and list some of your hobbies, all right? So just for the sake of this, because I'm running out of room, we're gonna put hobbies over here. So I always like to list hobbies. I think it's a great way to make people feel connected to you. If you were to say that you really love golf and someone were to see that, they'd be like, oh, like I relate to that. So this helps you in the relatability category. This could be anything from sewing, cooking, like I said, golf, any kind of sports. But keep in mind that you might want to kind of alter some of your hobbies to whatever job you are applying for. So like I said before, if you were applying for a job at a bakery and you like to bake, put that down as a hobby that you enjoy baking. So maybe we say baking, or maybe you enjoy raising livestock. Or maybe you enjoy robotics. At least list 2 if you have room for your hobbies. Because like I said, it makes you more relatable. So those are the 9 easy steps to remember when going through your resume. Your name, if you want to put an objective. Your address / phone / email. Your education, your work experience or jobs. Your clubs, activities or projects. Your achievements, awards, and honors. Your skills, and your hobbies. So let me know if you need any help. Like I said, my email is hazen2, H-A-Z as in zebra, E-N, as in Nancy, 2 @illinois.edu. Send me your resumes if you want me to look them over, and I will give you tips, and I will give you tricks on how to make this look as good as it can. All right, have a wonderful day. Bye.